mean, it's no doubt about it that, what wealthy people teach their children certain things about money that the middle class and the poor people do not, right? In an average home, okay, most parents model certain behaviors when it comes to money that the children pick up by default. All right. I give you an example. Someone who grows up in a home that their parents are constantly spending money on material things, right? Let's say you're always getting the latest TV, latest furniture. You always want to upgrade your house. Every 5 years, you want a brand new car. Those are certain behaviors that children easily pick up. That, when you get money, the first thing that you do is to look for things to buy, liabilities, right? Now, that's on one spectrum. On the other hand, in a wealthy family's home, they model different behaviors. And more importantly, they also intentionally educate their children about money, right? They teach them principles that they can easily, grow up with and apply in their lives. I'll give you a very clear example, right? In a wealthy family's home, number one, they teach their children how to manage their money, right? Because managing your resources is one of the keys to creating wealth. Because if you're earning money, I don't care how much money you're earning, and you don't know how to manage what you're earning, you can never become wealthy. So even if they give the children allowance or allow them to get a job, they still show them and teach them how to manage what it is, the money that they're bringing in. Because it is when you effectively manage what's coming in that you can multiply it, right? So that's the first step, is teaching the children how to manage their financial resources. And number two, which is more important, is that not only do you manage your money, but you have to invest your money. Now, it's not that the middle class and the poor people don't invest, but yeah, they do, but they invest in liabilities. They invest in material things, things that make them to look good, but not necessarily financially free. And I remember reading Warren Buffett's book. I mean, very thick book. And I was surprised to learn that at the age of 11, he started working as a paper boy. All right. That was not the impressive part. What was impressive was that as he was earning the money at the age of 11, he was saving every single penny that he was earning. Why? Because his goal was to eventually start investing in the stock market, which he eventually did before he was 20 years old, right? I'm talking about in the early in the 1900s, 1920 or 1930 thereabout, right? And he started investing in his teens. By the time he got to 30, which was his goal, he had already became a millionaire at 30. So when people see wealthy people today, say, wow, he's lucky. No, they're not lucky. They just made intelligent decisions with their financial resources earlier on in their life, right? So that's the bottom line, that if you want to train up your children to be successful, you got to teach them these basic principles, right? Stop promoting materialism in your household. Stop raising your children to spend or invest in liabilities. I'm always shocked when I see kids who are still in high school wearing sneakers that are $200-300 and they don't have a job. They're wearing a belt that costs $300 with no source of income. So that means they learned that behavior from somewhere, right? And if you watch wealthy people's children, look, they wear t-shirts. In fact, you will hardly know that such kids are wealthy or come from a wealthy background because they don't look like it. It's not by accident, because they don't, at a certain point in their lives, they don't value material things, right? They value investing. They value putting their money to work for them. And over a period of time, when the investments start to pay off, then they can start buying the latest cars, buying a bigger house, buying the belt and the shoes, the clothes, and all, taking vacations and all that good stuff. But at the initial phase, their priorities is a lot different, right? So anyone who wants to transition from the middle class and the poor, into this side to becoming wealthy, you first got to change your mindset. You got to change your priorities. What do you spend your money on? Are you a good manager of your money, or are you a squanderer? Because if you squander what's coming in all the time, constantly buying, oh, forget about it. You're far from being wealthy. And unfortunately, you are going to raise the next generation to walk in your footstep. And that is dangerous, very dangerous.